Thomas, I'm curious. We've Penny's sort of provided me with an insight into this. Tell me about what community, the word community, means to you.
Well, it means lots of different things, but at its heart, it means love.
Yeah.
And if you want to add more words to that, it's support, and it's about being seen. It's about being seen, being heard, being recognized. And one of the downsides of the Silicon Valley technology revolution of the last 60 years is, by creating all of these systems that connect people and all of this social media and all of this messaging that we now have, they've actually created an environment of loneliness and isolation.
Yeah.
And they're monetizing that loneliness and isolation by getting us to pay a monthly subscription for all of these various messaging, marketing, social media platforms. So they are making money from the loneliness. They are making money from the isolation, whether we're paying for this system here, StreamYard, or Google Meet, or Zoom, or any one of these messaging systems. And with all new technology, there's always a downside. You know, with all of this shift to AI, huge productivity gains coming in, and then the doomsters, which all going to end in Terminator 2. And so I think Silicon Valley doesn't take enough responsibility for the technology it puts into the market. A little bit like I heard social media described by the CEO at Salesforce, Mark Benioff. Social media are the new cigarettes. In the 70s, we smoked cigarettes. In the noughties and the 20s, we live on social media, but it's still all around the hand and the mouth and the face and so on. So I think there's not enough responsibility taken by the technology industry for what they've put into the market.
What's the antidote? What's the antidote we can do for ourselves to mitigate that?
Well, to Penny and I, it's always about building community, connecting people, networking, support, big groups, little groups, small groups, local groups, cycling groups, old groups, young groups, every type of group. What we've got is a few very big platforms. What we need is millions and millions of small, intimate groups.
Yeah, I saw you last week, Penny, and actually in my life, what I've realised is deeper relationships trump more superficial ones every day of the week.
Of course. And you need them in many forms. You need business groups, you need sports groups, you need old men's groups, young men's, you need tennis groups, cycling groups, walking groups. But what you've got is a few giant platforms in technology. What the market wants, what the user wants, because those big platforms are basically aimed at shareholders and advertisers.
Yeah.
They help
You're
shareholders,
the product, aren't you? Yeah.
You're the product. But what we want as the user, notice we're called the user, not a member. Yeah. What we want is lots of love and local support in business, in sport, in friendship, perhaps in church, whatever it might be. But you want millions and millions of small, as opposed to a few bigs. You want effectively a big, small strategy, lots and lots of small.